Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Voltha TST. Thanks for joining. As usual, the call is public and recorded and will be shared live on YouTube. So please be mindful of the comments you make and the information you share. It will be live. First of all, I'd like to further make a point about the transition of the project to a more community-led ecosystem, and that passes by a new TST lead. Currently, I'm holding this position, but in the light of us moving to, of myself moving to Intel, I will resign from this position in the upcoming months, and I'm actually actively looking for somebody that can take my place. I have put down a job description where it highlights the characteristics of the people that I'd like, of the person that I'd like to take my place. And so please go through it. The idea is that he's capable of doing effectively what I am doing. So shepherding the community, having a technical knowledge of the project, and then leading the calls, taking control of the JIRAs and of the release process. This is a big deal. And it's a lot of work in the sense that there is many things that one is expected to do. For this reason, we are possibly looking at splitting the leadership, the technical leadership and the project management. So having two separate figures for these. It is something that I am evaluating alongside with ONF. But what I'd like to do is for everybody here and for everybody in the community, and I will send out an email to Voltha discuss, is to propose nominees to the TST, and we will most likely try and vote on this. I said next week. That could be a little strong target. Maybe it would be one more week, but definitely very, very soon, so that that person can be side by side with me in the months that I am still on the project, and can then be really sure in taking on the responsibility and in what needs to be done for the project. So I'll stop here and I'll see if anybody has any questions around this. So please do let me know if you have any questions. No? Okay. Then I encourage everybody to take the opportunity to submit their candidates. Please drop me an email. Name is andreacampanella@intel.com, and we will publicly announce the candidates here, and I will ask for the TST to vote on this person before in the upcoming weeks. Okay, thanks. Okay, next topic that I wanted to discuss is the current state on the replacement of the controller. And here I'd really like to ask if Radisys or Netsia have any update on their analysis and their further development of the controller.
Andrea, this is Raj from Radisys.
Hey, Raj.
Hey, yeah, I think we are open to have a discussion and a conversation on this. Not sure if there's anything from Netsia side that they would like to try, or anyone else in the community. If they have any questions. I do have maybe Suhas from our side can maybe provide an update on where we are with the one issue that we found, right? I think there was an issue that we found on the port discovery, right?
Yeah. On the port discovery part, I have been discussing with Matteo, and I've shared the complete report that we tried to execute in our lab here with 512 ONUs, and we are able to see that port discovery in 12 seconds as against what Matthew had responded. I've shared the system details system details, logs, reports, and other things that Matthew requested us. So I'm waiting on response from Matthew to let us know if there is something different that he has executed than what we have done. So in summary, we are not seeing this issue with 512 ONUs that Matthew reported. And this is with the same LWC image that we shared with the community.
Thank you, Suhas.
Thank you. This is okay. This is interesting.
I don't know if Matteo is on the call. I don't see him. Right?
No, unfortunately, he's not on the call. He couldn't join today. So okay. Then we can maybe take this offline. And understand why you guys do not see this. Well, it's good news. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just that we need to figure out why we are seeing it and you guys are not. But yeah, let's take this offline. Yeah, go ahead.
We just shared all the details with Matthew so that if he can help us figure out how whether we have executed something differently than he has done, and we can always accommodate any corrections or the way he has executed and try it out same in our labs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Suhas, just for the record, you mentioned we have recorded 12 seconds, right, for 512?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just if you want to put that in there for the record, and thank you, much appreciated. Yeah.
Yep.
So at least that I wouldn't say fully clarifies it, but once Matteo takes a look and see if we can figure out why the delta is for the exact same image, why we are seeing much shorter time frame than what he has seen, that'll be great.
Yeah. Indeed.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and I'd like to take some time to see if Netsia, either Serkant or Mahir, has taken the time to start playing with this and see if they have something to share.
Currently, Andrea, I think Serkant Plastic gave the our latest state about that. So I don't have any new updates, and we don't test it now. Currently, we don't test it.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, the team is very busy about our implementation, because it's already started and it's an ongoing job. So not yet.
Okay. Okay. Then I think the next step is for us to take a look at it for these 12 seconds, this discrepancy that we are seeing between our tests and the Rensis tests, and then take it further. There's still the consideration for Radisys to decide to whether to open source this. It is not of the uttermost importance at this point in time, given that unfortunately Netset didn't have the time to take a look at it, and the target is 2.11, which is in 6 months from 2.10. So we're talking like 8 months from now. So there is still a little bit of time. And so Rajesh, I obviously encourage you to think about this decision to whether open source the project or not. But please do let me know if you have any questions on that front.
So, sure thing, Andrea. I just want to reiterate that our commitment and our stance has not changed, given the changes that are upcoming at ONF, as we talked, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still the same. We're looking to everyone in the community. If there are other folks that want to chime in and want to try, we are here to help. And what we had put on the table still stands. Nothing has changed from our perspective. It's just a matter of us as a community coming together and saying, yes, let's go for it, versus let's do some more testing, or what have we, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're ready from our side. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, just to add on to what Rajesh mentioned. On similar lines, we are also looking out for a copyright banner that we want to use in these files. So I do not know, Andrea, whether you are the right person to share the copyright banner for all these files, or we can pick it up from any of the existing the community software.
Yes, any of the existing software is totally fine. So you can take it from there. The license is Apache 2 license, so I would encourage you to take it from there and use that as the one for the code base if you do decide to open source the project.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any questions or comments more on this topic? I still do encourage Netset to take a look at this. I know you guys are busy doing your own implementation. I don't particularly like the fact that there are going to be 2 implementation. Actually, particularly don't like it, but I do encourage you to take a look. I know you're busy. Please do take a look, because I do believe that this could really be a good option for both of the workflows, but up to you guys. Okay. Having said that, a little bit update on this delete flows on port disabled. I thanks to Circuit, who reached out to me and said that they do not want to delete the flows when the UNI is disabled. So we do have to make the change in ONOS for this. There's been a JIRA that has been created, and we will tackle it. It should be as kind of a minor modification. We will have to modify the tests as well, but it's pretty straightforward. So just to follow up on this topic, I will take it out of the agenda, but it's going to be worked on by ourselves at ONF in the next few weeks, both ONOS wise and testing wise. Any questions? No. Okay.
So Andrea, in ONOS, do we have separate states to understand whether this is a UNI deletion or UNI disablement?
Yes, it's port remove versus port disabled. We do.
Okay, great then.
Yep. Yeah, we do, and it's pretty straightforward. It's a snippet of code that we just have to take from a previous implementation, put it into this one, and test it. It would be pretty straightforward. Okay. Then on this OLT disconnection topic, I don't see Amit on the call, but So I think I guess we should wait for him. I shared the presentation that he made, and there's we will have to make some differences here. But I want to see if anybody has taken the time to take a look at this implementation and has any thoughts to share with Amit for the next steps. No comments on this one. Okay, then I think we will wait for Amit and see if he has anything more to add to the topic, and then worst case, we just go ahead and take a look at the implementation after he has finalized the design, which is in the presentation. Okay. The last topic I had on the agenda for today was an update on the ONF and BDF liaison. So this work, as you guys might know, is one of the topics that will be impacted by our change from ONF to Intel. I was taking the lead with and the help of Elia on this topic. Unfortunately, Elia did not transition to Intel due to his internship status, and thus there's been kind of a vacuum there, especially on the implementation side. We are making great progress. The devices model is almost ready. There's a few augmentation that we need to make to existing models, and that is going to be working with the devices model for listing ONUs and OLTs, and so that is really good, and that works already in the implementation that Elia has made. We are working towards making that upstream available in BDF, and that includes changing some Yang models, making it compliant with their standard naming conventions and things like that. We will do that. What we are also working on is, and that is a little bit more complicated, is the service model. That is a layer 2 effectively service high level definition that includes our SADIS configuration, things like that. The BBF under the BAA project has some initial elements that we are trying to leverage, but the augmentations are a lot more. We do have a meeting scheduled in the upcoming days with that team to see if we could converge to a common solution. There is a pull request from Bitbucket for this. All to say, we're proceeding and it's in good shape. And thankfully, Grish has stepped up for the implementation side to at least take it to a final proof of concept and finalize the Yang models. So between him and myself, we will try to take this to the finish line in defining the Yang models for the layer 2 service and then implementing them, so that effectively what you can do is get activate the OLT, provision the OLT, activate it, get the details about the OLT and the ONU, and provision a subscriber via this netconf northbound server that speaks BBF APIs. So with that said, there is still one pending item, which is the demo. So we wanted to demo this at the Broadband World Forum in next October with some real hardware. And unfortunately, given the nature of the time of the conference in October, I cannot commit ONF resources, ex-ONF, well, Voltha, now Intel resources to that. So we are actively looking for somebody that will be capable of taking this implementation that we will bring to the finish line with the help of Girish and myself, and then run it on top of some white box OLTs. We did secure some OLTs from Radisys. There's going to be some contribution from Altice Labs as well, and do a demo of it. So that is something that we are looking for. And also any help is majorly appreciated. On the implementation side, we're getting also some help from BiasDN, just to bring everybody up to speed. Any thoughts?
Andrea, this is Raj from Radisys.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we have already provided some hardware for this ONF BBF liaison. I think it's scheduled to show up somewhere in Berlin. Exact lab facilities are to be decided. But it is very, very heartening to see that Girish has stepped up. Thank you, Girish, and to work with you to bring the coding part to the finish line, right?
Yes.
And now we need to obviously get the actual demo part done once the coding is done to show that it actually works. So I know we have the hardware. I think Radisys might be in a position to maybe even help out with the needed effort to close the gap on the demo side, given that we have the hardware in place, right? To finish whatever might be required once the coding is done, to take it and test it and see that the demo actually works, right? I think we might be able to try and see if we can bring, I'm guessing at least at this stage, maybe one resource is good enough for this, Andrea?
Yeah, I would say that one resource is good enough because there's already Helm charts, there's already everything. It's just a matter of deploying it on the hardware and just issuing a few calls.
Okay.
Any questions or comments on this one? Anything you wanted to add? Maybe Girish?
Nothing from my end, Andrea. I'm just waiting. I'm eager to start working on this. I'll come up to speed with you in the coming days.
Yeah, we do have a meeting scheduled with the folks that are going to be contributing to this in the upcoming days. I have not yet finalized the date for this because we are asking for the help of Elia, and that is going to be a voluntary based help. So a huge thanks goes to him for contributing his time, even though he's not ONF anymore.
And loop me in on any meetings on this item, the ONF BBF liaison, and the work that you and Girish will finish up on the coding part. And then I will put my name down for now for the second bullet that you have there. Need some help in spearheading the demo effort, right?
Yes.
You can put my name down for helping you spearhead the demo effort, and I will find a resource to work with us. You, Girish, myself, and Elia, and anyone else in the community who wants to obviously help. So and we can bring this to
I know Manuel is also very much interested in this, so I think his help could be
yes, we should include Manuel as well. If like I said, anyone else in the community who is interested should certainly, right?
Yep.
Yes. I spoke with Manuel on this topic. Just I know he's not here, so probably I shouldn't represent him. But I think he would not be against what I said if we put him as a partner in spearheading this one, because he's sitting on the board for BBF as well, Andrea. So Raj,
Okay.
Henry, and Manuel
Manuel,
from
yeah.
Exactly, yes.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, very good. Okay,
And
that's it.
I know this is not everybody here, but if any of you has credentials for the BBF wiki and things like that, feel free to ping me, because I can share with him the pull requests and all of what we're working on in terms of Yang models inside the BBF, because I cannot share them publicly because they're still under review and internal BBF processes. But if any of you has the credentials, or your company has the membership, I can put you in contact to have the credentials and that. Keep in mind that the code instead that will come out of this will be open source, and it is actually already open under the open cord GitHub. It's BBF adapter. My memory serves me right. It's yes, this here. So you can see the initial implementation that Elia did, and that we will build over in here. I'll just put the link in the TSD. If anybody's interested, you can go ahead and check that out. There's a few documentation that he has made on how this works and how you can deploy it, and how you can build it, etc. And there's also some Helm charts that they're under the Voltha Helm charts if you're interested to try it out. At this point in time, it just replies with a few information about the OLT and the ONUs. Okay, so that was all I had for today's meeting. We can keep it short if there is nothing else that we need to discuss. But if anybody has any topic that they want to bring up, I'm open to hearing it out.
Nothing else from me, Travis. Let me just ask very quickly to see if any of my other colleagues from Redis have anything they want. If not, I think we would be done.
Nothing from my side as well.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, no, then if not, thanks for taking the time, and I will publish the recording live on YouTube, and please feel free to ping me and send me anything you need, and let's continue the great work on Slack and the emails. Thanks a lot, everybody. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Andrea.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.